I'm live at least. I wasn't able to go live yesterday, but I'm live today. Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's Daily Tune-In. I'm Vidette Mayer. So today I've got some pretty important prep work for you to be aware of as we move out of the new moon solar eclipse and the point of destiny momentum, although we are carrying that in through this week and then going into on Sunday the 12-12 portal. So what the heck does that all mean? It seems like a lot of airy-fairy kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to bring this down into some more grounded information. My light, I'm so sloppy with this stuff. Some more grounded information as to, why we're doing what we're doing, what's happening to us. And so it becomes less of this ethereal thing and more embodied into everyday life. That's what I try to do with all of this stuff that we speak about. That's energetic. We can't see it. It can be confusing. It can be diminished by many who don't understand it and is diminished by many who don't understand it. So this week is all about prepping for Sunday the 12th, and then again moving into the solstice, which is the 21st. So we have a couple of a couple more weeks of this intense energy, and what we are doing is really prepping ourselves to go into the next solar cycle, which this solar cycle ends on the 21st on the solstice, kind of like the energetic new year of the year. And we move into then the new solar cycle in the highest of frequencies we can, which is to our advantage because that takes us into 2022 and is the baseline frequency in which we build onto in 2022. So if you can imagine going on a road trip, or if you've ever gone on vacation, there's a lot of prep work that goes into it. There's the planning part, there's the organization, there's doing the laundry, there's packing, there's making the reservations, then there's actually going on the journey to the trip to get there, right? To get to the destination. So for us in this energetic world of ascension, we are ascending into higher frequencies of being, and we were ascending into eventually the fifth dimensional expression of our lives, of our reality, of our planet. And in the fifth dimension, the reality is completely different than the third dimensional reality in which we have existed for millennia. This is the third dimensional reality that has really been programmed into us. And the fifth dimensional higher frequency expression of life is the opposite expression of the 3D expression. The 3D expression has been steeped in fear and anxiety and worry and stress and overwhelm, and keeping us in a cycle of that by the systems in which were designed to keep us in that. So we keep at a lower frequency, allowing ourselves just to be in this operating system of chaos, really, to allow a higher order of individuals, these shadow individuals who run corporations, run the systems, to be able to operate in the freedoms that are available to all in the fifth dimensional expression. The freedoms of living an abundant life in all areas, a wealthy life in all areas, with healthy expressions, with healthy balances of work and life, because work and life becomes integrated. Everything becomes integrated. Everything becomes where we have a healthy expression of our lives, and we live in higher expressions of emotions like joy and peace and bliss and love. Hi, Lori, welcome. I'm glad you're here. So as we are, we are on the journey of ascending into this higher expression of our planet, because our planet is going into those, or is in those higher frequencies, and shaking loose everything that was associated and attached to that third dimensional programming. So as we go through this week, we're going to do our work. This is an incremental growth, incremental ascension, little by little for each of us. So there's different waves of ascension depending on where you are in your spiritual journey. So in the third dimensional expression, we really weren't educated. We weren't taught about our spiritual self, our spiritual life. We weren't really taught about the fourth dimensional, emotional, energetic part of us. So many people are still very much associated with the third dimensional programming, and will argue and will fight for that lifestyle, where there are many people, many more now are waking up, right? We hear the term waking up. They're ascending in frequency. They're seeing the higher truths from a higher perspective of this third dimensional world, why it's not working for them, and are moving up. So there's different waves of this ascension process in how people are waking up and on their own spiritual journey of ascending into higher frequencies. So for the 12/12 portal on Sunday, this is when the catalyst codes of the 12/12 catalyst codes of our fifth dimensional DNA are activated. Now, that isn't going to be for everyone, because those who are very much still attached in the 3D world aren't going to skip over and get their 5D DNA activated. They're still in the process of awakening into the fourth dimensional phase, which is the emotional energetic phase. Some of us, many of us that are talking in this language now, who were born into the fourth dimensional DNAs already activated, because these were the empaths of our generations, of our human existence. The empaths came with the fourth dimensional DNA already activated, and yet because we were raised and operating in a third dimensional world that didn't teach us about that, many of us were diminished for having our feelings, were diminished for understanding energy. So we didn't understand all of it. We didn't know why we were so different, why we couldn't fit in, why we just weren't like everybody else who was just operating normally and seeming like they were having a good time down there in this world. I say down there, and that's not in a I just think of it as like third dimensional, fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional. So it's not a judgment of the people. It's more of a perception kind of thing. So many of us were already activated in fourth dimension. And as our spiritual awakenings took us on the journey it did, we were easily kind of coming around to our fourth dimensional energetics. And now we are rising up and rising up. So there are many people who are ready to have their fifth dimensional DNA activated, which will happen on the 12/12 portal. If there are individuals, not if, like for the individuals who are not ready for that yet, there will be a portal on 12/12 that will ascend them into the next level, their next layer of their awakening, wherever they may be. So when I say that the fifth dimensional DNA, if that is for you, what is happening is each DNA strand is attached to a resonant chakra. So the throat chakra is coming online too, because now it's activated. The fifth dimensional DNA is activated. It is attached to not attached, but it is in resonance with the throat chakra. That's why most of us are feeling that we can speak our truth. I can speak a lot more clearly on this stuff. I never would have talked about this stuff online and gone live and done all of this, because I would have been afraid of judgment and afraid of what people would say, and afraid of people who have known me who have said, "You never talked like that before. What are you doing?" But now the truth of who we are is becoming illuminated. So for those who are probably most likely tuning into these DTIs, you are in that fourth and fifth dimensional frequency now. So there's so much that's coming online. You are starting to feel more connected than ever before with your intuition. And what I mean by that is you may have had a pretty keen intuition, but the trust level is really starting to become, you're becoming confident in it. When you get an idea, when you get an insight, when you see something or feel something, you're like, I don't even need evidence of that. You're feeling less and less like you have to go and find evidence of things that you just all of a sudden know, these insights. You're trusting it more. So as we go into this 12/12 portal and then on to the solstice, we are now trusting this process more and more, because we want to, I mean, we don't have to, but we want to be as high as we can vibrationally by the solstice to start in 2022, to start manifesting and creating now the fifth dimensional realities that we have been working on creating in intentionality by all of the work we've been doing. We've been working to shed all of the junk, the densities and the going through going through and shedding all the traumas that we've carried our entire life and for lifetimes. We've been going through the purging of ancestral traumas. We have also been looking at what do I want to let go of in our 3D lives? What doesn't me anymore? What relationships do I have to let go of? What systems do I have to let go of? I know for many of us that's been this past year. For me personally, it's been shedding all kinds of relationships and my whole life. Basically my whole life is now in a couple of suitcases, and I'm in Ukraine, and nothing is the same. Nothing is the same in my own life. And there's a part of me that's like, what did I just do? And there's the other part of me is like, just trust this process, trust the journey, like you do when you plan a vacation, when you plan on going somewhere, you prep for it, you make the preparations happen because you are trusting that when all of the preparations are done and you take the journey, you will be at a place. Now we know it's not about the destination, it is about the, and yet this journey that we're in right now, this week, today, in this now moment, is about prepping ourselves to create the 5D expression, the abundant expression of the work of the reality where we are looking to create, and we've been trying to create by shedding everything that was holding it back. So moving to this 12/12 portal, when things are going to be opening up, this is where you have to take care of yourself today through Sunday. Take care of yourself. Put up boundaries. Stay clear of one or anything as best you can that's going to pull your energy back, that's going to suck the energy from you. You have to protect yourself. You have to prep yourself to go into the 12/12 portal, to be fully open and fully activated of those fifth dimensional DNA strands. Or if you're not quite there, whatever is good for you on this portal day, you want to be fully open and clear and cleanse, meditate your energy, cleanse your home, whatever it takes. This is for you. Oh man, it says my connection is unstable. No, it's not. My connection is actually really good, YouTube. So in case you didn't get the message, I got a really good connection. It may not be a good connection with you, but it says it's trying to reconnect. Okay, I think I'm back. Oh, Anita, I just saw you from Norway. How cool. Welcome. Thanks for being here. So prepping today it's all about putting up your boundaries and protecting your energy so that you can be in the highest of frequencies possible going into this 12/12 portal, because this is where the intentions of everything you're creating for your fifth dimensional reality are going to be created. That's being created now in the quantum. So all the thoughts, all of the things, all of the energy you give to your intentions is being quantified in the quantum, and all of those particles are starting to assemble to then become your physical reality. What you feed that will be created. So pay attention to what you're feeding your intentions. What do you want to create in 2022? We're also coming off of the new moon solar eclipse. So all of that momentum, that was like a big tidal wave of energy that's going to flow into the next 4 years. So this week and the next couple of weeks until the 21st are really important, because you are just flowing with energy, and you want all of that energy to be imbued with your highest of intentions, your highest of frequencies, and to keep yourself healthy. So that means feeding your body with, with high vibrational foods. And I mean, I have a bowl of oranges right here that I've been sipping on or eating on. I've got some tea here, just nourishing your body. This is the time that if you can just not be doing alcohol at the moment or anything else like that, you want to feed your body, feed your energy. How can you raise your energy? Can you, whatever that means, creatively be doing what you love to do, blocking out, keep up the soul out of you, like whatever you can do, feed your energy, keep yourself a clear vessel. That is the message for today. I got 1,000 other things I could talk about, but I want to break these up and not overwhelm you tonight, or it'll be my tonight. But in a little bit here, I'm going to be going live in the Ascension Bank, where we're going to be doing wealth code conversations. And that's an intuitive conversation about what wealth is being called forth in the collective. Wealth is not just money. Wealth is wealth in relationships, in health, in careers, in our /work, in our spiritual life. So the wealth code conversations is every single week in the Ascension Bank, where we're activating new codes within us to rise up into that 5th dimensional frequency, so that we can create a reality of whole wealth all around in every aspect of our lives. There's also in the Ascension Bank the recording from Monday, where we did a whole hypnosis meditation about bringing your intention for the next 4 years down and embodying it, that frequency, into your body using hypnotherapy techniques and as well as meditation. So that, I think it was like a 45 or 50-minute journey that we took into the quantum, and anchoring in all of the energies and the frequencies for the next 4 years of your life. It was a really, really powerful process. So that is also archived in there. So you can grab that if you want to come by the Ascension Bank. I hope to see you there tonight. Otherwise, I will see you on the next daily tune-in. Mwah! Have a good one, everyone. Bye.